crazy.
That's the first time I ever seen somebody run a train on a woman. When women started getting on crack and they would come to the crack house and they would get fucked. So I'm pregnant. We peeking through the house. We peeking through the window of the crack house. This is before I ever saw drugs. And this pretty white lady came over there. She's sucking dick, fucking everybody. And we just watch it. And they are fucking her with, the sandwich bags. They didn't have condoms, so they was in there putting on sandwich bags and Ziploc bags. And they were running a train on them.
That's how bad was fucking crack? Did you see it? What the fuck did it make people go crazy?
It really told the black community.
I didn't know nothing about it. I knew nothing about it. Right?
Oh, crack told the black community.
And then in 90, I came back to New York after 6 years of being gone in Colorado, hidden in the mountains. I go to New York and I go, where do you get the blow? And they go, you gotta go to Yankee Stadium. And I went up to Yankee Stadium. I made the wrong fucking left and right, man. And I ran into Crackville, where you actually get out and stepped on the vials were everywhere. It was fucking Crackville.
It was like a zombie.
It was like that show, whatever they fucking call it.
Because black women was beautiful, and that shit made them ugly. That's why I never used crack, because when they hit our community and all those women started turning ugly, I know what I look like without hair and makeup. So if I smoke that shit and not comb my hair, somebody gonna think I'm from the fucking zoo or something. It's like this drug ain't for me.
That was fucked up. What happened to crack? Did you see it in Boston?
No, I mean,
he's a 25-year-old white kid. Lost his virginity at 19. What the fuck
you lost your virginity at 19?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Jeez, what'd you do till you're 19? You just whacked off?
Yeah, I mean, I did other stuff before then, but yeah, first
what
sex.
What kind of other stuff did you do?
Blowjobs and stuff. But
you gave blowjobs?
I didn't give them. I got them.
Who sucked your dick? Some high school girl?
Yeah.
You pay her $5?
No. Can't imagine. No.
Did she suck your titties too?
No.
Oh, she don't know the fuck she's doing.
One girl bit my nipple, and that was terrible.
That was the one out here you met.
Yeah, that was
she
awful.
She bit your nipple, and Lee went fucking nuts. He was red in the face. He was angered.
It hurt. She bit it hard, and it like.
Who was you fucking, a crackhead?
No, it was fucking online dating.
Oh,
it was the worst. But
no, crack was something that, Jesus fucking Christ, because they broke it up into like a crack neighborhood, and when you made the left onto that. Mm-hmm. You could feel the energy. It was like being in a fucking horror movie.
Yeah.
It was like being in the Thriller video. And then when you left it, I smoked crack. I smoked crack for a couple of months right here in California. Never smoked it before. On the way home from the Comedy Store at night, I would drive on this one street and I'd see these guys in the corner. And one night I just pulled up and I go, I couldn't get coke one night. I go, what do you guys got? And they go, we got whatever. And I go, give me a 20. And they gave it to me. I went home and I tried to cut it up and snort it. And it burnt my fucking nose. And I told somebody this, and I go, no, that's fucking crack, guy. So I had it at the house. So one night when I ran out of coke, I got a coke can. I opened it up and I started smoking fucking crack. I smoked crack.
You smoked it on the can?
Out of the can.
Yeah, my brother used to smoke it on the can.
I smoked crack for about maybe 6 months. And then I went to El Paso, Texas for 2 weeks. And this had to be 99, 2000. And I was in El Paso for those 2 weeks. I didn't smoke crack. I snorted coke. So I stopped smoking crack.
Why not just do coke? Like
I don't know. It was the craziest thing.
But why don't crack?
I just liked it.
Like, why did it become popular? Like,
because it's segregated. Crack is for black people. Coke is for white people.
But you make crack with coke, right?
Yeah.
But here's what happened. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just like, why? Because you always say the thing like, why do I have to add stuff to my weed? Like, why not just do the coke? Like, if the drug dealers would get coke to make crack, like, why even waste their time?
Because the crack was cheaper.
Yeah.
You could, for $5, you got something. If I go to a place to get powder, for $5, I get a half a line.
Yeah, and you could add to it. Like, you could take crack when you cook it, and it was this thing called comeback. You remember that?
Yeah, the
and it take just a little bit and blow that bitch up to a lot. So as a drug dealer, you would be making like, say if you was cooking a half an ounce, you could turn that half an ounce of powder into a whole ounce. So where you was gonna make $500, now you can make $1,000, but you probably only spent $300 or $400. So that's fucking great profit if you know math.
And when you went to prison, did you sell it there?
No, I you know what? I didn't do drugs, so no.
I know you didn't do, but I don't know if because. I know you guys probably didn't watch it, but Orange is the New Black, the prison
My
show.
brother watching it. Me and my husband watching the shit out of that.
It came out this weekend, and the new thing this season is there's a new person in the show who's selling drugs in the prison. And you didn't really do drugs in prison, right? You smoked weed a little bit, but
I did acid. Some hippie had acid. They had speed.
Yeah.
They had drugs. They had heroin, coke, stuff like that. I did heroin one time, but I didn't do the white heroin. I did the Mexican heroin, and I did the crank once or twice in there, and I did acid most. I didn't do any coke in there. I didn't smoke weed.
And did you?
I never did any drugs.
But did
Never
you?
in your whole life?
My mama was an alcoholic, and
So you saw it
I don't even smoke cigarettes. And I used to look at my mom and say, everything you do, bitch, I never do. I didn't say that to her, because you say that to a black mom, you get fucked up. You can curse out in your mind all you want to, but you wouldn't curse out in person. No, hell no. So, but everything she did, like she smoked weed, and she got high all the time. She did alcohol, so I did none of that shit. Now, my sister did. My sister do everything. She just got out of jail. So this is the first time in her whole life that I've known her that she's drug-free.
It's funny because what happened was it's supposedly like the CIA brought it into L.A., whatever the fuck they're saying, Ricky Ross, Broadway Ricky Ross. But then it became this epidemic across the country. That's a great question, Lee, because it was $50. You know, cocaine came out and it was $100 a gram. That's it. 50 for a half gram. No negotiation.
So it's kind of like when you say you cut cocaine, crack is like super cutting.
It's super cutting it.
But it's still strong?
It's still strong because
Okay.
they magnify it to the most powerful fucking source known to mankind. But then what happened was the biggest problem, like in the mid-'80s, was when the Bush administration, they were having a hard time smuggling ether into Colombia. And ether is what you use to wash the cocaine. It's what you wash it in. And when you do cocaine, at the end, when you suck it in, you get that little draw in your throat. That's why you do the blow, because of that taste. You can never you can't.
Yeah, they say
That
you can.
taste is delicious. When you do that at the end, that's why people do that shit. That thing right there,
Yeah.
that's the fucking money shot right there. That's like coming in somebody's asshole. You understand me? When somebody's blowing a balloon in your asshole, that's what that money shot. That first line.
Yeah.
That first, Lee, how you doing? Joe, you want a line of this shit? I just got it off this fucking black dude on the corner. All right, let me get on. That first gagger, that determines your evening.
Yeah.
That motherfucker right there is the money shot, that first line. And after that, it's every man on its own.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.